Another little project I've been working on. We pulled this knife out of the pits, that 100-year-old gravel quarry. This has been soaking ever since, probably about a month. I'm going to see if I can't get this blade to actually open. Not quite yet. There's another little blade here. You know, this is like the old-timer knife. There's the old data plate, or nameplate I should say, right there. Could be a Case brand knife. It's definitely very old. Put her back into, so what I'm using, PB Blaster. Pretty strong stuff. Put her right back in there to marinate. Okay, we have our electrolysis cleaning tank set up, basic setup. We got a cathode and an anode. We're going to pull the rust off using electrolysis. You guys can look up some videos on how to make this. It's pretty simple. I got a battery charger here. Got to set it 2 amp. And once you hook it up, if you got it hooked up right, we should start seeing some bubbles. And let's see if we see them. Alright, it's been 2 hours. All 3 or 4 knives are foaming away. Busy making its pure oxygen and pure hydrogen. That's why it's important, if you're doing this, to keep sparks away. Use a well ventilated area because it can cause an explosion. So I have it in a very arid, what we call a corn crib. And alright, I guess we'll check it here again in 2 more hours. But I have a feeling it's going to take, a day or so to really clean these up. But we'll check it again in 2 hours. That'll be 4 hours total then. We'll see what's going on. Okay, been working on the pocket knife cleanup. We have had them in the electrolysis tank for about 4 days. Pretty much stopped forming bubbles, so I think it's done. A lot of the corrosion came off. This is the knife that we found out when we were magnifishing the old pits. It sat in penetrating oil. To be exact, the brand is, get the name right now, PB Blaster. That's what it is. Sat in PB Blaster for 2 months. And I was using a old toothbrush on it, working away. It was getting it down to where you could kind of see it, but the electrolysis tank did pull a lot of that big rust off. I don't think we're going to be able to get this open. If you can look right here, you'll see the body of the knife has actually been eaten into. I was able to pull, it actually fell off. There's a data plate right there. We looked at it under a very powerful magnifying glass that a friend loaned to me, and I believe it said Case, although I cannot be for certain, but I believe this is a Case knife. Fairly old. It's been down in that water for a long time. So that's that one. We'll save that one for last. This is an old pocket knife. If you guys know anything about these knives, drop a comment down below. Got a lot of the rust off of this too, electrolysis. I don't think we're going to be able to open this. It's just been down there too long. You can see the pocket knife. You can see the outside covering on it. Right there, it's like a brown simulated, I think it's simulated wood plastic. But that's the pocket knife there. I did clean them up with a little soap and water. So that's that one. Here's another one we pulled out of the water. This one's, a lot of rust got taken off electrolysis on this too. Now these knives here have not been soaked in PB Blaster. I mean, I could try that. I really don't think we're going to get that far down into where that rust is. I mean, they've just been down there for a long time. It's a Swiss Army style type knife. I do not believe, I don't see anything on here that would indicate this is an actual Swiss Army brand. But you can see the knife better. It's got all the different blades in there. Corkscrew used to be right there. So, I mean, we did get this to start moving, but I don't think we're going to get any more out of there, even with electrolysis. And then last but not least, everybody commented on this. It's pretty cool. This is a very cool knife. Electrolysis did bring a lot of rust off there. Unfortunately, when I was cleaning it up, this top blade had a bunch of rust on it. I kind of pushed on it, and the whole blade snapped off from here all the way to here. So the top part of the blade snapped off. So I know this is not going to open, but I don't know that that's real pearl. But it's interesting that, with the exception of where the metal goes through it, this did not tarnish in any way. So maybe it's pearl. I don't know. Anybody know a way I could test that? But it's a really cool old knife, old jack style blade knife that I call. You know, it's about its best for getting this. Very old too. This has been down there a very long time. But there you go, everyone. There's the knives, the 4 pocket knives that we pulled up, cleaned up, best as I can get them. I mean, they're still kind of flaking off actual bits of the blade and everything. They're that degraded. But yeah, pretty cool. If you guys happen to know anything about these knives, I'll give you one last look at them. You can see where it's been eating away there. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. You know, like a standard pocket knife. I think this knife's very cool, super cool. What do you think? Drop your comment below. And there you go, cleaned up.